Mars, what we doing there? Child Conway. It's that Conway, right? That's my shit. Nice. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Justice Freedom and Free OBH. Look. You can't stop a train at full speed. If you try to get up in my way, then you gon' bleed. It's my time, and I got it covered like 4 sleeves. Follow your gut, the only thing that you gon' need. I'm gon' lead, show you how to stack the money high and stay low. How to keep coasting to the shore when the wave low. My word means something, they gon' go on my say-so. Never leave Philly, still lining with Pedro. I'm ducking, left the plate but still slugging. Y'all dudes be over 30 and still thugging. Won't quit, I feel a pull, I keep tugging. They be having battery packs, they need plug-ins. I know the game, you can cool it down. Did it then, you shouldn't have to prove it now. Man, this whole shit is circus. Tell me who's the clown. Y'all scared the boss here now. Move it down. Cause I showed you when I told you I'm asleep.
Too big, what's up, bro?
If you don't see me coming, I'm the reaper. Move like a Franklin, they remind me of a reaper. Way the soul seller, wonder how much for the sneaker. If I keep piling, I'ma reach it. Underground rapper, but I promise still get a couple thousand for a feature. Don't get it, quiet because I know better. Deep thinkers, no talking, no fellas. These old heifers in the way is no pressure. I guess they stuck in the streets, really, they go never. They say you don't switch the flow, cause my flow better. I spin shit, had kids sick, that's old cheddar. Crabs ain't put theyself in the barrel. Sometimes the only way out is to grab you. Pass you, you ain't do enough, don't let them gas you. They be holding packs, ain't no money in that statue. Keep a pair, so when you come, I'm coming at you. One got it covered, the other to overlap you is natural. Why would you put me in that position? Come to going forward.
Sam Rowe, hey Sam, how you doing?
Outside rap, they get wicked. They lying, my shit real. Big difference. Beat districts, really done hid chickens. Get the Call of Duty, we really done did missions. Half of these cats don't know who they are. Can't expect you to notice a star, especially when it don't shine all grind. Thought it was your time on the rail, the bar. A lot of guys say they ride and play passenger. Can't say your movie real with fake characters. Seeing messages, we drilling the paradise. Kinda groovy, but I know the way I'm moving is killing all the disparages. The dirty kid, doing everything they heard he did. Turned to the definition of what sturdy is. I never bitch, never told, never hurt a kid. No conversation for cops, not even on a bid. I know they thought I was gonna let them dudes pass, but who got these dudes gas? Niggas average at best, and they lying. I'm about to get a savage test. See how much rap you got when you battling death. But that's when you see the face all different and they walk in, stand in the space all timid. First round, I would literally break y'all in it. We bring bats to play, ain't no baseball in it. I chase vibes, no extra stressing. Don't want nobody around that I'm second guessing. I seen a lot of guys running around with a weapon and treat an interview room like they had confessions. It's sick, just wanna be with a chick, end up getting cooked, try and be in the mix. Too much partying, try and leave with a chick, all clubs and get flushed, keep being the shit. Retired shooter, I've been known to let the fifth spread. This is super sturdy on display. If you think he's sitting cause I'm shitting, then it's finna be a quick day. I'ma wet his ass like a big day. Yeah, yeah. ODH, man, free the men, man.
Sure, you got the plan to sleep. That shit's the other man. Damn niggas are playing niggas are hella mean. I think that my sweat that nice. I'm gonna play from that nice. Food phone, I had tight food, had exercise, flights, I had. I'm in the town, It's like a fire. I took the fire, shoot fire. Yeah, pyro. My mama said, don't be greedy, you ate off. And Steph Curry, I need 30 if this spray off. How we doing, y'all? The legend, live from the 215 AK, the Concrete Jungle. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing this Sunday evening? Hood, what's up, Hood? How you doing? Good to see you in the building. Oh, man. I had a long weekend, y'all. It's rough out here in Philly right now, y'all. But I'm about to break it down for y'all. I've been seeing on the news what's going on in Philly. It's a mess up there. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a big old mess. But if you tapped into the city, like you could have seen it coming. They've been going back and forth in negotiations for months. You know, the local 33, which is like the municipal workers. You know, it's more than just the trash workers. The parks is closed down. The libraries are closed down. It's a lot going on. You know what I mean? But it's a blessing. It was almost like a blessing in disguise for a guy like me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my folks, they be all, you know, they be hyped about their vacations and doing their 4th of July 1, 2. And I usually go OT with my folks and, you know, have a little fun. But I think it was, I believe it was Thursday night. Man, you know, man, feel my guy. We was just parlaying on what we was going, you know, do this upcoming weekend. And, you know, I was telling him like, damn, man, everybody probably gonna get out of town. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? I'm gonna get out of town due to the trash situation and whatnot. So I'm like, yo, let me see what's going on for real, man. And then they shut down. So the trash started building up. So Friday, what I did was I got my guys together and I said, listen, man, I'm gonna call these private trash companies and shit and see what's up with their trucks. So I get to talking to the people and they tell me, Nizar, we ain't doing nothing. Our trucks are being utilized because of what's going on in the city. So I'm like, damn, like if a nigga really put it together, we could get some money out here, yo. And not only, hey T-Pre, and not only could we get some money for ourselves, we can get some money for the team for some projects we got going on. So this is what I decided to do. I decided to go down to U-Haul, me and my partner, and rent both of us rented the biggest U-Haul trucks. And he had a truck that could put a trailer on the back, and we had another truck with a trailer on the back. Boom. So we got 6 trucks, right? So we started going through the neighborhood. The elderly and the disabled, we was going to take their trash on GP. But folks start like, yo, he go, dut, dut, dut. So we running through the block, man. I guess in a matter of hours, I had to get somebody to come. It's turning into like crack money. Hauling trash be turned into crack money in the 80s. And I had to get a motherfucker to actually take the money back to the spot and break it down, the 1s, the 10s, and the 5s, because the people was just like, please give me, I got $50. So we've been doing this shit since Friday night, early Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? South Philly, where I live at, the part of my hood, we go through them blocks and you know what I mean? And the niggas that I got to work with me, see, the thing about that is you get the guys, I believe dudes that don't have a job, I think the best ones to get are like the ones who, you know, they might get high and shit like that, you know, because the best workers are the ones who are able to do what they do under their influence. So a guy tell me like, yo, bro, I need a 30 in the work today. So I get him a 30. I get the young boys, they weed, and they just hauling that trash. I told them, you're guaranteed to make $400 a day. That was at the low end. That's at the low end. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna get picked because I'm waiting to see. Because today we shut down. We wanted to wash the trucks out, and we wanted to see if the negotiations was gonna go on the MAR. So if the MAR they don't reach the negotiations, we can get back right out there on the road. But if they do, we can take the clean rental trucks back, the U-Haul trucks back. So I'm chilling right now. I've been running and ripping all weekend, getting this motherfucking money, trying to help keep the city clean. And what I did with that was, you know, like I'm not the guy who I got another lane I'm trying to get in. Y'all know I try to I got this youth program that I'm starting and shit that I have a foundation in. You know, I just got a check, I told y'all, from a corporation, one of my biggest checks from a corporation. But I'm not the guy who uses the mouthpiece. I'm not the one on the mic. I'm not the one on the face. I got guys who with me who can articulate these things better than I can. So what I told them to do is go to our local congressman, our state representative, whoever running the ward in our part of the town. Let them know let them know what we out here doing. I want them to know what this little crew is out here doing for the city. Because when all this smoke blows over and we try to make our move, we'll be in good standing with some people who are in some nice positions. Because they absolutely are, you know, ecstatic about the work that we putting in as far as getting this trash up out our streets and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make connections with them. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm trying to make my next move, I could go to one of these, you know, state representatives and let them know, like, yo, we was the guys out here, you know, when the city was in disarray, we was trying to keep it together. All I need is this, because, you know, hands washes hands, especially in politics. And I'm not a politician, but I align myself with individuals who know how to talk that talk. You know what I mean? All I could do is call the play from the sideline. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we've been doing out here this weekend, man. I would have loved to have barbecue, get me a little grill and barbecue on it. You know, y'all know I like the barbecue on my little grill. Always chest, never checkers, hood. It's always. So I couldn't do that and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I feel good, man. Like the money, it was a like a big cash flow. This was a cash flow. We still out here counting money, shit, paying these young boys and shit. You know what I mean? And you know, I always got a system far as hustling and shit. It just was applying, you know, one hustle to another hustle, man. You know what I mean? And I think we did good. I know I did good for a lot of niggas who wasn't eating right now, and also for a lot of people who couldn't get their trash out, like the older people, some of the elderly people like that, and a lot of the lazy niggas who just rather pay you than to haul their own shit. Because we do have spots in the city where they're hauling the trash. You just it's a big haul. You just take it down there and shit. You know what I mean? Come back through. You know what I mean? The next block. Hey, yo, I mean, if I could start my own waste management company if I wanted to, if I had the right equipment. I'm using rented U-Haul trucks doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And rented fucking trailers from U-Haul to do this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And we so far over and you know what I'm saying? We so far ahead of the game, man. It's pathetic. That's why I feel like crack money to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's all free, you know? And it's doing a good deed, you know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, that's what my weekend been like. Cause I figure like I love LL Cool J. That's one of my faves. And L said, man, if y'all can pay me to perform, then and can't pay those city workers, then I'm not gonna perform. You know, I would have did it for free. Even Jasmine Sullivan, she's from Philly. Nobody's doing nothing until those people get paid. And I understand it. those people could have been settled this, but they put themselves in the right position at the right time to shut the city down. Basically, 4th of July, one of the biggest events going down in the city, we shut it down. That's politics, though. You know what I mean? That's politics. You know, and we know that it goes. Things happen in big cities, so I expect this to be over midweek, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I've been getting some calls and shit. I got some clips, And my man K in the building. We can't get there at y'all. Come on, me at man. I see K Kador, real nigga and shit. I see K pulled up on a cat. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what that was all about. I seen some people. I got a few things where people were talking kind of crazy about my man and shit like that. Y'all know K Kador a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, it be what it be. That's what's up to. Hey, yeah, UT, I checked that boy out too, man. That boy Rat Man, I checked him out. I'm tapped in with this boy named Eon Williams from DC. He from DC. His channel called DC Blacks. And Eon did a story on him. So I tapped in with him to get some more info on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna get some more info on it. And Hood sent me that, Hood? Oh, okay. I thought Truth sent me that. But yeah, that's a good story, Hood. And are you familiar with DC Blacks? That page? He did a little story on it because he got personal knowledge of it being because he from DC. You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of a personal joint with him. But yeah, I'm gonna tap into that though. Great story, man. They had to change a lot of those laws as far as with the hospitals, because I think my man back in the day, from Detroit. Yeah, but the boy from Detroit, Maserati Ricky, I think he got murdered in the hospital. Yeah, I think he got in the hospital. Brooklyn Hood, the enforcer. Hey, what's salute, Hood enforcer? What's going on? Brooklyn in the house. I ain't been to the big in a minute, yo. I gotta get back out there. I got a lot of folks out in Brooklyn. A lot of folks out in Brooklyn. Say you like, what's up, brother? How's it going? How's it going, man? Oh no, what? Something like blew my mind and shit, right? So y'all know I like to work out a lot and shit. I like to go to the gym and work out. I like to go to the park, and if they be having I be tapping into a lot of 45, 50 and over competitions for men. I be getting involved. And guess what I noticed, y'all? It don't be a whole lot of black men at these events. It don't be a whole lot of black men in the gyms, getting it in. And I seen this thing they had where they was talking about 100 niggas versus gorilla, silverback gorilla. I don't think 100 of these niggas could beat 100 little Chinese men. The way them little niggas be in the gym working out, the physical fitness that they apply to their lifestyles, and you know what I mean? Even the Caucasians be out in the gym. Everybody work. They have a work ethic, whether it's for the mind, body, and soul, or just getting a dollar. But these niggas ain't got no work ethic. Y'all don't know how to work. Y'all don't know. And when I mean work, I ain't talking about a 9-to-5 job, because a job ain't nothing but work. So we ain't talking about that. A man is not predicated because he got a job. If a nigga able body, he posed because he ain't going to eat if he ain't got a job. I'm talking about the work that brings forth, some type of enlightenment to somebody. Hey, oh damn, I'm gonna cut off for a minute. Turned Up TV. Hey, bro, man. I don't know if you were talking directly to me, but you dropped the fucking jewel, man, that I caught. I don't know if only a nigga from the town was supposed to catch it or if you were talking directly to me. But the salute to you, brother. That was a hell of a jewel, man. And I'm definitely in pocket with that. So yeah, like I'm talking about working on self, you know, because if you ain't worked on self, if you don't know who the fuck you is, you can't go around saying nothing to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes, they be working with so many hidden insecurities, man, because they be having expectations. I got expectations. I get a clip and they talking about my man, right? You know, y'all know, hey, mama, y'all know I fuck with Kekador, and motherfuckers talking about he got mental issues. And now y'all know homie came through Philly and shit. Homie come through. He said he wanted to see me and my peoples. He wanted to, you know, meet me and my wife and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he comes on through. He drives on through. Drives up. You know what I mean? Now you know, like, you know, something about Kekador is like if you a nigga who be on here talking heavy and shit like that, he want to see if you really about that. Keeper, what's up, Keeper? Kekador want to tell you. He a funny guy, yo. But Kekador want to see you. If you real like that, he want to see. And he pulled up on me because I told him I'm in this place, part of this, that it's all me. So when he got here, I took him to one of my spots that we eat at. You know what I mean? You know, very pleasant, respectful, very respectful dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, very strong, firm handshake. You know, first time I ever met him, shook my hand, looked him in the eye. What's up, bro? Bam, bam, dap up. We get to walking. You know what I'm saying? I could have. I wasn't. I'm not a that. I don't do content like that in the streets because you never know what might pop off with me in the streets. So I'm not gonna put that brother on camera, never knowing what might pop off with me. So we ain't doing no content. It's not for content. It was just you want to meet a nigga, and I don't have no problem meeting you. So me and Kate eats, and my wife, we eat and whatnot. You know, it's regular for me. This is what I do. I eat. I shop, man. We went shopping next. He went to, you know, the Eagles, we the champs, we winning. So he wanted to see the stadium and all that. I take him around, show him the stadiums and all that. We go in the pro shop, we shop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was hot that day too. So we find us a spot in the shade. The brother bought me a present. He brought me some very nice, expensive cigars. You know what I'm saying? I you know, I had something for him to smoke, but he don't smoke that. That was my present for him. He don't smoke that. So, you know, we sat in the chilling. You know, we really didn't talk about YouTube. We may have brought a nigga up in conversation on some jokey joke type shit. But what we mainly were talking about is, you know, how I'm, you know, certain aspects of the city, what part we in, and this, that, and the other. He's also an avid car enthusiast. And when I say cars, I mean those electric cars that you put together and you put the high octane nitrogen fuel in it and you race them on the small tracks. Kekador had a trunk loaded. He had a truck. He had like 30 cars in his truck that he had made, you know, and built, and they race. And I was telling him, bro, we got tracks around here. I'm a heavy gambler. I like to gamble on that kind of shit. You know, I gamble on the worms racing. Like, I don't give a fuck. So that was our conversation was basically about, you know what I'm saying? And me and Kekador, we both have something in common from our past life, you know what I'm saying? You know, as far as getting money in the streets, you know what I'm saying? You know, and any nigga who takes his money, who can take his money and go to a totally another town where he don't know nobody and and move around and get what he need, you know what I'm saying? That's a nigga that I can fuck with, because I don't have no problem. I've never had a problem going anywhere, doing what I had to do, and making it back home safe. So as far as him disrespecting that man's wife, I can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I can't go for a man allowing his wife to be disrespected. What are we talking about here? So that's just probably a narrative for some YouTube content, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? The YouTube content. And we as Black people, instead of, uplifting one another, we'll try to downplay one another. Oh yeah, that nigga came out here, he was bruised, he was dusty, we do things like that, you know what I'm saying, because we don't have no real securities about ourselves. We, you know what I'm saying, when niggas do that, hey Vibrant, how you doing? What he came through was a Saturday afternoon. The brother had on, I don't even remember what he had on, but we wasn't going to no shows or no parties. So it wasn't about being all dressed up and trying to impress another man and, and shit like that. It was just about getting off a dialect and a conversation. I think Malik was the odd one. Yeah, see, like, people call people weirdos and nerds and goofies and all, and they don't even know them, and then at the end, what type of expectations you got on a man you don't even know? You can't be upset about a nigga you don't know. You get what you expect. Niggas shitted on KK just because he wanted to interact in real life. These people are so used to running their mouths. That's a fact, the white man. That's K Kador. If you want to link up, and the thing about it is, he didn't ask to link up with them. He asked to link up with that man. It was just supposed to be K Kador and the bull. It wasn't supposed to be. The bull brought his wife with him. I mean, maybe he felt as though he needed to bring his wife with him. But initially, K Kador didn't ask to take him and his wife out. He asked to link up with Bull so they could bust it up, being as though he from DC, he from B-More. They got their differences, and, he was just showing how two men could come on YouTube and have a link up, and it don't be no bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what niggas do in real life. You know what I'm saying? You might go out of town to a fight and you might meet some thorough niggas and y'all bust it up. Y'all might exchange numbers and shit. Next time you in the town, you fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? But this YouTube shit, y'all niggas be on YouTube so 15 fucking 20 years doing nothing but running y'all motherfucking mouths. Y'all think that every encounter there's a hidden agenda or a motive, like you a motherfucking celebrity or a superstar or some shit like that. Nah, it's just real nigga shit. Real nigga pull up on you. And then on top of that, I thought he brought his wife for protection. What? If a man gotta bring his wife for protection, ain't no need of them going. Why would you even need thinking about protection when there's no beef? Like, K Kador ain't got no beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you was uncomfortable meeting a man, you should have told him as a man, nah, bro, I don't want to link up with you. You know what I'm saying? Because if the boy was on some type time, you just put your peoples in harm's way by bringing her along. You know what I mean? But see, that's what I be saying about YouTube. You can come on YouTube and present and portray and be any motherfucking body you want. You know what I'm saying? But when a motherfucker pull up on your ass, you know what I'm saying, the energy change. Because ain't nobody sitting down with me disrespecting nothing where I'm at. I don't give a fuck if it's the people at the other table. You ain't disrespecting my wife. What the fuck is that? And then I heard that the ball was K Kador double dipped in the boy sauces. I can't use a wild nigga if you was dipping in that man's sauce and shit. But hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 on you, man. If I don't have a respect for a nigga, and I'm a gangster, I dip in your shit too, nigga. What you gonna do about it? So I get all that kind of shit. That's how men test one another. with small, subtle things like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let me see what this nigga gonna do. Hey, too big, let me see what this nigga gonna do if I dip my finger in his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's to me, that's how niggas be testing one another and shit like that. But you know, like I say, bro, it's the real life, and then it's YouTube. I was telling him it was Debo. Hey, turned up. You know how we play. We'll Debo the shit out of nigga. You know what I mean? Cause you know what I'm saying? And if I can get away with it, that's on you. That's on you. That ain't on me. You know what I mean? That ain't on me. You know what I'm saying? It don't be on me. And that's why everything, it is total disrespectful. That's totally disrespectful. But let me tell you one thing about niggas, too big. We know when we disrespecting somebody. There's no when a nigga disrespecting somebody, he knows what he's doing. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, he's prepared for the penalties and consequences that comes behind that disrespect. But we're so used to these YouTube tongue wrestlers, they can say all kind of shit, the real motherfucker, and there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening because they're just running their mouth on YouTube. I keep telling y'all, man, all majority of black men come from the hood. They know the hood lingo. They maybe have people from the streets in their family, but everybody, just because they talk like they from the streets, ain't about that life. It's a life to that shit, man. And it's a movie and there's stories, you know. We need guys like that out here too. You know what I'm saying? So don't put expectations on niggas that you don't know because they're going to fail you. They're going to fail you. If you expect anything from anyone, expect it from yourself, man. Expect it from yourself. I heard Kay said something inappropriate about the man's wife in front of them, and the husband didn't do anything. I heard the same thing. I heard the same thing. And that kind of threw me off because I know the brother to be very, very respectful. When he met my wife, he was very, very respectful. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even like conversate with her like that. You know, it wasn't even, you know, it was about the men talking and shit. She was in the back. So if I don't understand, and that's why I don't believe that, because a man is not a man. We're not talking about males. A man, what's up, Slander? A man is not going to let you disrespect his wife in front of him in no way, shape, or form. That's why I don't believe that. I believe that's just a YouTube thing to get, you know, the clicks and the views, because I know Kate Kador to be a very respectable individual. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's talk about alcohol. Because I heard the brother was a little tipsy. And that kind of fucked me up because in the 4 years I've known Kate Kador on YouTube and the time I met him, and I've even talked to Kate Kador on the phone a few times, you know what I'm saying? He's never been intoxicated. He doesn't drink like that. He always tell me, no, I'm not a drinker. Kate Kador is really not a smoker. He don't smoke. He's an occasional nigga. You know what I'm saying? And was his birthday weekend. And you know what I'm saying? He was trying to stretch out. You know what I'm saying? The brother also had an event that y'all may not know that may have been traumatic in his life. Maybe he wanted to reach out to a thorough nigga from Baltimore, which is close to him, who he thought he could talk to, you know, because sometimes it's better to talk to people that you're not that familiar with your life. And you can, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the kind of guy that Kate Kador seems to be. No malice, no, I just needed to talk because I got things going on in my real life. It's my birthday. And, you know, I think you a real nigga and I just want to bust it up with you. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. But bro probably took it the wrong way. because I don't know body language is a lot with communication. You know what I'm saying? The way we greet each other, as far as men, it has a lot to do with how our interaction is going to go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know him to be a drunkard, like people try to portray him out to be. I don't believe he's a disrespectful man. I don't think he would deliberately disrespect a man and his wife. I don't think he would do that. Triggs reposted a video to remind us that Malik is besties with a dude that smashed Brooke, and he was cool with pills having. See, that's there. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That's YouTube shit that doesn't concern me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what a nigga do with his woman. She ain't mine, and I ain't got to foot the bill. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. Like men, we don't give a fuck what another nigga doing. We don't care about what another nigga doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would hate for another man to approach me and ask me about another man. You can't even ask me about it. If a nigga asks me about another man, I'm going to ask and see how strong his fucking chin is. You never ask men about the affairs of other men. You never indulge yourself in the affairs of other men. That's why we have a big miscommunication on here with a lot of these females, because y'all think a lot of us men are just regular males, which is a big difference. So yeah, all that bullshit, that's bullshit to me. If a nigga want to come on here and exploit things in that nature in order to get clicks and views, because that's all it's about. Because out in the real world, don't nobody know none of that shit where it counts at. You can't get a dime off air, click, and view that these motherfuckers be getting with these bullshit ass narratives. You know what I'm saying? And that's my guy. You feel me? Kate Kador is my guy. And, I'm going to let it be known that he's not a weirdo. I don't fuck with weirdos. He's not a drunk. I don't fuck with drunks. You know what I mean? He's not a disrespectful niggas, because I definitely don't fuck with disrespectful niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I've never known him to go around even disrespecting women in the chat. After that question about the wife, I literally saw Kate driving across. Like, I can't see that. I can't see no man, even a bitch ass nigga, letting a nigga disrespect his wife. Unless your name's Palmer, your name Gerald Palmer or something. You know what I'm saying? But a real man, I can't see that shit. I can't see that shit. So YouTube is for narratives. Everybody got their own perspective on how the meetup with them two went, and due to the fact that their crowd, they got to get a crowd a different version. Legend, did you see? Nah, I didn't see that. I got a clip from off Slander Page when I got somebody sent me a clip. He was on Slander Page talking. You know what I mean? I seen a video where Photon he was holding a piece of chicken, and they say he was dipping this chicken in the bowl of sauce and shit. And that was funny to me, because it's not I can't believe I can't believe a nigga would let you dip in his sauce without slapping that chicken in your face and turning the table over and choking you out of some shit. You know what I mean? Like, men don't do that. So that's not true. That can't be true. Men don't sit there and let men talk about their wives, and you would have slapped that man or something. Them two guys would have been in there pugging or something if that would have went down. Just know where we at, y'all. We on YouTube, and know that a lot of other people don't come outside at all. Dipping in another man's sauces. Wow. That's mad. Wow. That shit funny though. That shit funny to me, yo. But listen, y'all gotta understand, most of these people, 18 hours a day is spent on YouTube. 3 hours of that is spent, putting together YouTube videos and shit like that, clip it and edit it, and motherfuckers spend a lot of time on here. So they don't know what happens when they get outside, their interactions and they have a lot of people who have social anxiety on here. They do not know how to truly socialize. You know what I mean? Slander hit they don't know how, you know what I mean? So yeah, keeper, I haven't got any full anything. I just got this and that. And you know, most of it is what I got is people coming down on my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I don't believe some of those narratives that being, you know, placed, because I had the same encounter that Bo and his wife had. The boy came to Philly. He same thing. But you know, it didn't go down, or it wasn't no content. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't content. Not saying that we couldn't have made content out of it. Absolutely. But like I said, like everything I do ain't for content. It can't be for content. It can't be. The way these motherfuckers operate on here, you would be a fool to put your motion on here like that. You know what I mean? Especially the way it is today. The climate on YouTube today with the space that I'm involved in, I you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put nobody out there like that. But they chose to be, content creators in that situation. So whatever you got out of the content, that's what you got. You know, if you got content where a motherfucker was dipping in your shit and you allowed it, then that's what you got. If you got content where a motherfucker was disrespecting your wife and you ain't do nothing, that's what you got. That's the content. You know what I mean? There it is. Simple as that. Simple as that. You know, but let's not disrespect the man. Let's not, because ain't nobody been doing it. Ain't nobody been calling them drunks and crazy, and he has Asperger's and he's on medication and all that bullshit. Everybody know he's a sane body, able-bodied man who works. You know what I'm saying? Who takes care of his business and shit like that. You know what I mean? So what, a nigga got drunk on his birthday and drove across town to meet some people he ain't know. So the fuck what? Obviously he felt comfortable. Obviously he ain't see them as no threat. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, they must have thought he was more of a threat than them. They came with that, you know what I mean? They was, you know what I mean? They must have thought it was going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? So what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Stop with the bullshit talking. Stop with the bullshit rap. Be who the fuck you are on here. Or continue to be the show. The clown show to me, though. You know what I mean? It's a clown show. 5 years from now, Malik going to be in bed thinking about how he should. White man, you was a blessing to have around with your humor, bro. Yes, sir. Definitely. I hope KK appreciate his hall pass. This hall pass. Yeah, we all know K to be a good guy, man. We know K don't, you know, he's a guy, cloud surfer. He likes to be up in the clouds. He supports a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't looking for no action. He don't want no smoke out of that boy. He wasn't looking to exploit that bull wife and none of that shit. Because if he wanted to, I'm quite sure he could have put his, you know what I mean? He could have got more, you know, if it was like that. But he's not that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? You know? Not a creep. You niggas be creeps. The first niggas that call him creepy and weird, y'all be them. That be y'all. Y'all the ones don't know how to go outside and see a motherfucking and spark up some type of conversation, and y'all just kicking it and shit. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have those type of interactions in life and shit because y'all always in the house on motherfucking internet. Looking to stalk a motherfucker, looking to their motherfucking life and all that old goofy shit. You know what I mean? If he was trolling in real life. yeah. Hey, Too Big K like 6'4", I think. He gotta be like 6'4", because I'm 6, you know, I say I'm 6'1.5". So K, he like inches over me. He got a few inches on me and shit. That, yeah, nigga, nice, he pretty tall, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah, I care, you know, like, what some people don't, especially a non-drinker, somebody who's an occasional drinker And then he was celebrating, and then it was hot, and then it was early. K must have started drinking about 9 o'clock that morning, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or he was drinking the night before. You know what I'm saying? You know? But I know one thing the brother did. I know the brother got up, you know what I'm saying? He went and got his hair cut, you know what I'm saying? He went and got fresh, and he went to see his woman after that situation. He went to see his chick, you know what I'm saying? He didn't feel as though he had to get dolled up and go see them. He did that for his lady. He just had something on his mind that he wanted to kick with the ball, but the ball decided to bring his wife with him. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was, yo. For content. That's what tripped me out, was that it was so early. Yeah, you know, hey, truth, you know, when a nigga get to drinking early in the sun, he gonna be turned out, not up. He gonna be turned out. By the time K Cador got to that restaurant, man, he was space ghosting, man. If he got the second charge, this grown man is my defense. I got you, Kerry. Yeah, you know, early in the morning, the nigga hitting that, and he said he was drinking that Tito's, y'all. Now, I'm gonna tell you, K, being as though you're not a liquor guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a heavy drinker, but I do drink on occasions. Tito, I believe, is almost, I say, Jose Cuervo of tequila is the bottom of the barrel. Tito's will be next. So if you're going to drink tequila, bro, you have to drink Patron if you have to, but Don Julio is the best tequila right now. So you was on some cheap liquor for one. So I know you was on one, bro. And you lucky that's Tito. That should have put it, you know, too big. That shit is, that's, you know what I mean? I can't fuck with that Tito's, man. So, like, yeah, like, the brother had a lot, and then take in mind, like, something y'all forgetting, something happened with his folks. He had a situation with his folks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I know that was probably heavy on his head. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't know, like, y'all don't know people who, like, they might have an event happen in their life, and they might just go for a walk, you know, and they might wind up at a park or somewhere, and they have a seat, and somebody will walk by and, yo, what's up? You good? And you want to talk, and they just get to talking and stuff like that. So I think that's what was K Cador's mind state at the time. And he thought, being as though the brother was close to him, and, you know, he from the DMV, they from that section, they could probably relate. You know what I'm saying? You know? But I be telling K, like, you know, like, these niggas ain't real niggas and shit like that, bro. Them niggas ain't on the time you on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, any nigga, like I said, man, you gotta be a sturdy guy, you know, to do things not only in your state but in other states, man. You know, I be on that model most of the time. Okay, Martell, you fuck with that Martell, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm not I don't really do the liquor. You know what I'm saying? Liquor bring that shit out of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a emotional liquor drinker. If I get drunk, I'm gonna tell you how much I love y'all and how much I oh, nigga, my nigga, you know I love you, man. I love y'all niggas. That's me when I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? Some people get violent. Some people get overtly emotional. Like, everybody has their own. Some motherfuckers just pass out in the chair and some shit. But everybody had their own thing when they get drunk. You know what I mean? You know? Get your money, black man. Get your money, black man. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing to be don't make you a weirdo and shit. It just makes you a normal human being. You know what I'm saying? You remember upstate across from Fridays. Yo, bro, there and motherfuckers walk out there on their face, like, bro, any spot, like, I'm a hood nigga, right? So, well, I used to be on that type time. I used to go to the $2 Tuesdays and the Thirsty Thursdays and shit like that. You know what I mean? My Uncle Bar, he be having those type of, but he be serving all cheap liquor. And motherfuckers be in there toasted. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But people have a good time the way they do it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all, man, don't take this shit Don't take the shit to the grave with you, man. Don't take none of this unphysical shit with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't run around having thoughts, and when your thoughts supposed to be on what you're on. You know what I mean? If you ain't on YouTube, then your thoughts shouldn't be consumed with what other motherfuckers doing on YouTube, especially these niggas. You don't even have no type of, you ain't gonna see none of these niggas, man. And then with these type of situations, shit, people don't want to pop out, you know what I mean? There's nobody want to be made content of, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't the, you know what I mean, with that content shit. Motherfuckers don't have a real life, so everything has to be content, shit like that, Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, yes. What's up, bro? I'm on live right now, talking shit. What you say? All right, cool. Hit me up in the morning. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I got you. All right. Walaikum salam. Yeah, yo. So yeah, that brother good. That brother got paid. He happy. He said, hit me up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Something pop off. I hope they clean the trash out, because I really don't want to be back out there. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they take care of this shit. But y'all know that I'm a hustler, and you know what I mean? Hey, man, I'm getting mine. K showed the man he claimed to be, and he will act absolutely, Chad. Like, there's no doubt K Kador is who he say he is, man. He not running around here calling himself no tough guy. He not portraying no gangster shit. He's just a hardworking man who stand on business and ain't got no problem rolling down on a nigga who bleed like he bleed and put his pants on the same way he do. You know what I'm saying? Now, because you know what I'm saying? Because I don't that boy don't the boy didn't want no problems out of him, just like K Kador didn't want no problems out of him. It wasn't even about that. And I don't even see why people should try to even make it into that. It wasn't about that. They didn't have a beef or anything. They didn't have a beef. They had no type of beef. You know what I'm saying? The boy talks heavy on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? K Kador probably wanted to know why you talk so heavy on YouTube. And you know what I mean? That's all. That's it. I want to really see what this nigga be. You know what I mean? Like, because you can say what you want, you know what I mean? But I could look at a nigga and tell if he really about that. You know what I'm saying? I can look at you and tell if you really about that. You know what I mean? The eyes don't lie. And I'm going to tell you something else don't lie. The handshake. The handshake never lies. And I'm going to tell you something, man. That y'all might not know. I don't even think I should put that out there. I ain't even gonna put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say it like this. Subtle disrespect is different from overt disrespect. Okay? So if you subtly disrespect me, That's another nigga. I'm not gonna use me for, because you can't disrespect me in no type of manner, subtly or overtly. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes a nigga disrespect a nigga subtly. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga be trying to see how I can subtly disrespect him back, because either one of them don't want to do it overtly, because either one of them don't really want to get busy like that. And I'm gonna just leave that right there. So anything my man K Cador did, he probably was warranted in doing. All right. That's why you never question a man and his actions, especially if you wasn't there, especially if you ain't had nothing to do with it. You just take it for what it's worth, because those are men and they got their own issues. I don't give a fuck what the fuck happened. They both good, right? So it ain't that bad. Yeah, ain't nobody get smacked, right? So it ain't that bad. They ain't even have an argument. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't that what they used to? You know? See, I told you they don't do that in real time. They'll get this a person to tell you they got disrespected and then come back online and tell you. You will see me be disrespected. You're gonna see my disrespect right back. If we on live, you disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you right back on live. I'm not gonna go on live and make a motherfucking show about it later. Snatching wings is way more disrespectful than a slap. Nah, I don't know about all that, Carrie. The most disrespectful thing you could do to a man is slap him or spit in his face. Snatch of the wing ain't about nothing. But you slap a man or spit in his face and you don't get no reaction. Create a nonprofit for environmental devices. Get a few t-shirts. Take pictures of y'all clean. Create a social media page. Keep doing it. And the city go. Oz, you know what? We on top of that. We on Instagram. You ain't going to be able to find us because of the fact that I'm not going to put the name out there, and you know why. But yeah, we on that. We ain't got no t-shirts, but we on Instagram. We on social media. We out there. We out there. I appreciate that too, sis. You on it. Yeah, but yeah, we on that. You know, I'm just having fun, as you should. That's what chat rooms are for. People to have fun and talk their shit. And you know, ain't nothing going on. Ain't nobody doing nothing. The trash cleanup will get you paid and appreciated, folks. That's the see what the seniors, we from the rip say they free. You know what I'm saying? We do the seniors are free. We and the disabled, they for free. And as far as my team, it was more about monetary for them. For me, it was about the connections with these councilmen and the people like that. That's what, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody trying to come up, and that's just my way. You know what I mean? Yeah, Oz is a swift thinker. A swift thinker. You know, some of us have that delayed the delay. We retain it, but in the delays, and then we can articulate it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's nothing wrong with being remedial. You could come out of that. It's nothing wrong with being a remedial. You know. Yeah, but so let's remember K Cador is one of ours. He's ours. You know what I'm saying? He's our people. You know, they got their thing going on over there. You know what I'm saying? And we got our thing going on over here. But we're not gonna be disrespecting a person that we've been fucking with for years just because other people say he might have did or said something and we don't really know the story. We just gonna come down on him. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. That's some fake ass shit. That's corny to me. You know what I mean? That's real corny to me. You know, but that's how this YouTube thing is. It's so fickle. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, friend is a harsh statement on here. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why you ask God to protect you from your friends, because you can handle all your enemies on your own. It's your friends you need protection from, you know, because those are the people you're going to allow to get close to you. And only people that's close to you can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why some of us become so bulletproof. We put up a big ass shell. We ain't letting nothing get in, you know, due to the fact that we misjudged the motherfucker and let them get into our circumference and made us uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So we don't be allowing it no more. But that ain't, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because I don't beat myself up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't take no losses. I only take lessons and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I know that, you know, what comes around goes around. I know for a fact that what comes around goes around because I get mines and shit. You know what I'm saying? The road ain't smooth out here in the real life. You know what I'm saying? It's obstacles and, you know, bounties, and it's all kind of shit going on out here in real life. So to concentrate and concern yourself with a motherfucker's a peasant, a parasite's threats or something like that on YouTube, you wasting your own time, man. You know what I'm saying? You wasting your own time. You know, a lot of people don't have shit to do, nothing to do, no friends, no family, nothing but YouTube access. Nothing but time to concentrate on you. KD Nunez. No. He gonna speak. See you Philly niggas, man. Hey, speak. Somebody gonna put a stop to you Philly niggas, man. I don't think. Hey, speak. You know K wasn't double dipping in that man's stuff, man. Stop that, speak, man. And if he was, K a funny motherfucker, man. He very tall eyes. You probably seen him around. Yeah. K, he one of them guys. He about a 6'4", 6'4" guard and shit. He look like a too big. He like a 6'4" guard. Speak, K about a 6'4" guard. You know, he kind of lanky though. You know what I mean? If he was in the ring, he'd be like Tommy Hearns and shit, one of them guys. Long arms and shit like that, you know. But, you know, he's a stand-up guy to me, man. You know what I mean? Very, like I said, man, very respectful, very honest individual, man. You're going to get what you get. The same guy. He's not no talker, heavy talker, and, you know what I mean? He been through some things in his life, you know. His life ain't been peaches and cream, you know what I'm saying? The brother been through some things, like every black man, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's one of the black men that didn't have a nervous breakdown when he was under pressure. You know what I mean? He still was able to maintain a sense of sanity through all his ups and downs, like a lot of us have, and a lot of us haven't. And you can sort of kind of tell the difference between the two, you know? You know what I mean? Just let people continue to talk. You know what I mean? Just let them talk. You know what I mean? They'll tell you how remedial they are. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you what they're afraid of. They'll tell you about all their little insecurities and shit, concentrating on you. You know? Yeah. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, man. You know? And motherfuckers just fuck their minds up on bullshit. You know what I mean? You got niggas on here that's actually like TVs. You could turn them on and turn them off. Their brain. They function on the commands of your voice. You can actually have niggas on here responding to you. They think they doing something, but what they're really doing is you got the motherfucking pressure on it. You the string. You the Geppetto. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Speak last night on Wolf Channel. I think the white man said he looked like who looked like Bangum Smurf? Who that? He started walking behind Malik, made him a little uncomfortable. What you mean, too big? What you mean he started walking behind him? He was walking behind, bro? Well, I mean, if the bro got his wife with him, where he supposed to walk? On the side of him? I think that's appropriate. Even she should have walked in the back and let them two walk in the front, which was more appropriate. But if she walk in and her dude behind her, Kate should be the last to trail the lead. What's wrong with that, Too Big? Why you feeling uncomfortable? Because a man that you y'all greeted one another. Why would you feel uncomfortable? I don't understand that. Grown Bangum Smurf was. I know who Bangum Smurf is. Who they say look like him. Yeah, they got Bangum Smurf deported and shit. I fuck with Smurf. Did you see the whole video, Legend? No, I didn't, too. I ain't see the whole video. Breeze Omega. Nah, Too Big. I ain't see the whole video. Okay, Kador looked like Bangum. Yeah, you can say that. Shorter, lighter. Yeah, it's a resemblance there. I can say that. That's a good call, Chad T. yeah. Haircut, same kind of cut. I think Smurf got them scars on his face, though. I think Smurf got a $150 on the island or something. I swear I seen K Kador. I got it. You probably seen K Kador in the city. Oz, he from your city. He's he be downtown a lot. He works down there, I believe. I don't know where he works. But yeah, you probably seen him in the town, Oz. But not Too Big. Why was K Kador walking behind him? They were sitting down. They sitting down, and K Kador walking behind them. That's strange. That's strange. What's up, bro? Yeah. That's strange. Why would he do that? I don't know. Kay don't know that's his name. I don't know why he would be, if the man sitting down, K Kador walking behind them. Yeah, that's strange, but I mean, if we done, then we greet. That's before. I'm trying to understand it. Let me see. Well, they met and they went in the restaurant, and K Kador and him was sitting down, and K Kador got up and was standing behind him. Doing what? That's funny shit, y'all. Ain't too big. Let's remember. That nigga drunk off Tito's, bro. That nigga drunk. Plus, you gotta eat before you drink, yo. That brother ain't had nothing to eat, probably, and shit. It's probably right. Someone got the video dropped. Somebody got, let me see. I need to see the whole video, man. And I can't drop my link. I'm having some technical difficulties with my motherfucking Lizink being dropped and shit. But I'm going to get it together, But where can I go find it at? Where can I go find it, Too Big? Dominic Fofolo. Y'all know what that means? Dominic Fofolo? That means I need a light. Fume light? Fume? Fofolo. Yeah, one or the other. Yeah, right. And that Tito's will have you through like a motherfucker, man. That Tito's ain't nothing to be played with on an empty belly. You know what I mean? And the heat, you know what I'm saying? Triggs, Mikey, where are y'all? Triggs and Mikey was in there. They was over there with him. Yeah, so that was about content. That's about content, bro. You know what I mean? I'd have told him Nizar, don't you know what I mean? Don't be no content for these. You ain't, you know what I mean? It's on Brook page. It's on Brook page. Okay. It's on Brook page. Huh? I mean, yeah, you know, it ain't that deep though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that deep. I just, want to put y'all back on point as far as you know what I mean, Cake Adore and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro stepped out and did his thing or whatever, but you know what I mean, we ain't gonna drag him like that. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do him dirty like that over here, because you know it's nothing. I don't see he did anything out of pocket or nothing. He just, wrong place, wrong situation, wrong. Everybody ain't for everybody, y'all. Everybody ain't for everybody. Oh, what's up, homie? Hey, Kay. What's up, homie? How you doing, bro? Now, I wanted to... Excuse me, y'all. I wanted, yeah. I got a slander, good looking. K, but now I got the man of the hour in the building. K, I wanted to, damn. I wanted to ask you a few questions, bro, about, because, I want to, I think I got a, somewhat of an understanding of what's going on with what was going on with you, man. If you like, I mean, in all actuality, brother, you ain't. I can't drop the link, Kay, but you could call my phone, and I can put you on the speaker. Cause I can't drop the link. I got every time I try to drop the link, it keep messing up. So I'm still trying to figure it out. So yeah, you could call me, bro, and we can rap on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, man, I don't like the way I fuck with you, bro. I don't like the way it try to portray you, and I just want to let you go ahead and clarify a few things and shit, because I don't know if everybody know, like they say you was disrespectful, and I don't see, it's like I don't know if you want to get into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to get into that, where if anybody was disrespected, and is it possible that you might have been disrespected? You know what I mean? Double dip the jaw. Speak, man. Speak, cut it out. Speak, we try. Nah. Hey, you calling now? All right, Brody. I don't know what phone you calling, but I got you. Speak wild shit. I can't. Hey, I'm just sitting there speak. I'm just sitting there and shit, wondering how a nigga put their finger over my I can hear you, but hold up. I got you on. Can y'all hear K Couture? Say something, bro. Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear K? Say something, bro. Nah, that I don't know. Call the other line. No, yeah, just answer your other line. Answer. I'm gonna call you back.
It's good, sis.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
I can hear you the whole time.
All right, cool. Can y'all hear him now? Is he still low? Say something, Kay.
Can y'all hear me now? Is that better?
Is that better? He's still low. He good? Say something, Kay.
Is this better now? Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, UT said you good. So what's up, Brody?
What was going on?
How you today, bro?
I'm alive, chilling.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, like, so you pull up on a nigga, huh?
It wasn't no pull up type thing, man. I know that type of time, man.
I know what I know. You know I talk. I know it wasn't on that type time for us getting busy and nothing like that. But let me ask you a question, bro. Why what made you want to link up with Bo?
It was just on some, just trying to, we was on YouTube camera, we were talking and all that, and said let's just hook up and have some crab cakes, because all this stuff about me trying to take them to Fridays,
all right, so slow down, bro. All right, hold up, right there, cool. So y'all was just on another CC channel, and you just decided to ask them to link up.
We were talking about some stuff, that the whole situation that was going on with Binder on YouTube cameras or whatever like that.
Right.
I said niggas can hook up and just sit down and talk and just have something to eat real quick. Let's have a quick little lunch or whatever.
Cool. So did you invite? Was it like yo, I want to link up with you and your wife, and y'all come out and I'm gonna treat you.
I didn't. If they listen to it, I ain't asked. I just said me and him one-on-one.
Oh, so you just wanted to meet him, right?
Yeah, it was gonna be one-on-one with him.
Okay. Cool. So you was a little off guard when he showed up with his wife, right?
Yeah, I was caught a little bit off guard about it, yeah. But it wasn't no major thing though.
So let me ask you a question, bro. When you initially met bro, did you feel any disrespect in your initial meet and greet when you first encountered him? Like when did y'all shake hands or anything?
I dapped him up.
Ho. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you.
So y'all shook hands like men. Y'all made it a firm shake. And you said, "What's up?" And then y'all broke, right? That one went.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
I spoke to his wife. Yeah, I spoke to her, shook her hand, and we went inside the Fridays.
Okay, so there was no disrespect happening nowhere.
No.
Okay, so y'all get in the spot and everything's chill. You drunk, right?
Yeah.
You drunk, right, Kay?
Hold up. Let me take responsibility for that part of it. I shouldn't have been out there like that.
Why not? You allowed to get drunk, brother. You allowed.
I shouldn't have been driving though. You know how big my truck is.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been driving. I agree with that 100%. But as far as you drinking and getting drunk, you could do what the fuck you want. You're a grown ass man, and I know you paid for it.
Right.
So I ain't talking about that, but we just acknowledging the fact that you was drunk.
Right.
So do you think in your intoxication you may have said or did something inappropriate?
Well, when I was on Slander panel, when Slander played it back to me, like I said, I should have been in that condition, but I was like, damn. As soon as they said, I was like, damn, I apologize for that, and I left it alone.
Okay, cool. So you apologize for coming to a meet intoxicated like that.
Right. It shouldn't have been that way.
And that's true. That's true. When you just meeting people for the first time, that's true. And you're not a heavy drinker at that, so you knew you was going to be a little about your body. But you didn't do anything like they say you was double dipping in that man's sauce.
Man, they ain't no double dipping. They like I said.
Well, did you single dip? Was it a single?
It wasn't no dip at all.
Oh, okay. Because that's wild, right, Kay?
Yeah, but I ordered buffalo wings.
Right.
Like everybody keeps talking about, like, why you take a wing? Some people talking about why you take a wing off his plate. I was like, I ordered wings. How would I take a wing off somebody's plate if I order wings? But whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
That's content.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. And how about this? Because this is crazy to me, but I'm gonna ask you anyway, bro. How about the inappropriate remark? Was that valid?
To be honest with you, like I said, the only thing about that situation is, like I said, I was a little bit too buzzed to remember everything that was going on. So I thought something led up to that because I didn't think I would just blurt something like that out. I thought it was something led up to it. Like I wouldn't just say nothing inappropriate like that. But you know, sometimes we do things sometimes we don't understand why we did them. But I haven't gone back and went through the videos and examined them. Ever since that day.
So you acknowledge that you may have been a bit inappropriate. You acknowledging that?
I don't know what led the conversation up to it, but if that was the case, like I said, the man felt it was inappropriate for me.
Now, obviously, he didn't feel that way because he didn't knock the taste out your mouth, so he didn't feel disrespectful or anything. I'm asking you, do you feel as though you disrespected anybody?
No, I wasn't being disrespectful. I wasn't trying to disrespect nobody.
Because I know you're not a disrespectful guy, and I heard that narrative being painted of how you said something inappropriate, not directly to his wife, but to him, and it kind of went left from there.
Right.
But it couldn't have been that inappropriate if it didn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's why Sidekick Kador, from what I know, he don't strike me as a dude who would blatantly disrespect a man's wife in front of him. God damn, bro.
Yeah, but no, but you know me for years now.
Right.
Talk, like right now, like anybody that's watching this right now, I know as soon as you say a call, I can pick up the phone and call y'all whenever I need to call y'all.
Right.
Like anytime, 24/7. You always.
And then I knew you were celebrating, your birthday and all that. So I knew you was gonna be on one. You know what I'm saying? But like I always say, Kay, like don't take the impression that a person gives you on here. You can't. You know what I'm saying? And I know you always trying to be authentic and official. And I guess you just was trying to. I said that Kay probably met up with him because he had something on his mind. They from the same area. A nigga he could a thorough nigga he can meet and bust it up with. Wa alaikum salam barakatullahi barakatuh. What's up, Hanlon? How you doing, bro? Good to see you in the building. You know what I'm saying? And because I get like that. You know what I'm saying? I talk to niggas and shit. I link up with niggas and shit. It don't be about nothing. Maybe sometimes I could talk to them, get things off to them that I couldn't get off with somebody who's more closer to me. And that's all I took it as, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then I know,
like I say, me, man, I ain't pull up over trying to come up there and trying to show up because I'm not a content creator. I wasn't trying to I ain't into all that. Like when we hooked up last year, it wasn't for content.
That's why I didn't make it no content because it wasn't for. That's not what anybody I link up with. It's not about no content. It ain't gonna be about no content, bro. My life ain't about it's not for content. Some things I might do out here, I can say, but moving and shaking. If we moving around, I ain't bro.
Right.
Can't and the thing about it is, bro, like everything not for everybody. Your life's not for everybody, bro. You know what I mean? And you be on YouTube for so long and shit, you think, this nigga, we got qualities alike. I can bust it up with this nigga. You never know till you know, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, it's understandable.
And
it shouldn't happen. Like I said, after looking at everything, maybe it shouldn't happen. Like I said, when somebody asked me the other day, would I do it again? When I got on Slander Panel, I was still inebriated, but I was in the house.
Right.
In my house at the time. I was like, yeah, I'll do it again. But right now, that wasn't good. That wasn't the best idea. No, it wasn't the best idea for all this to go on.
Yeah. That's why I say everything, you having good, especially when a person always got good intentions, no hidden agendas, no motives, they usually get fucked 90% of the time. It's the motherfuckers that's always on some grimy shit that get away with it 90% of the time. But you can't change your attitude because another motherfucker fucked up. So do you, bro? Like if you feel like you motherfucker pop out on a nigga, you feel like it, you do it, man. Don't let nobody, or nothing nobody else do deter you from moving how you supposed to move. You know what I'm saying? That's these niggas' agenda sometimes. You know what I'm saying? To get you to move like they do.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, and you know me, you've been talking to me long enough. I got a life, I got friends and all that type of shit. So it ain't like I need no new friends and all that old shit. So all of that, this narrative about he's some type of lonely weirdo that sits around the house all day.
Yeah. That's out of pot.
Like all that. Yeah, that's the part I don't like about.
Yeah, I ain't like that shit. That's the part I ain't like because you far from that nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is like, why you ain't been calling me that? Don't, you know what I'm saying? You spoke to me before and all that. We supposed to be cool. You just gonna automatically call me a nut and a weirdo because of the situation. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, bro, I always tell you that, like, where I'm from, I don't explain shit to no fucking body. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really have to, you mean?
But at the same time, we as men, if we feel like we did, like I came out, if I do something wrong, if I feel like if it's something I feel in my heart is wrong, I'm going to speak on them and leave it where it's at, and we can go from there. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I understand that wholeheartedly, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand, like, don't play with me. When it was a kind gesture. Don't make me into an idiot.
Because like I say, because all this about going to Fridays and all that. Everybody keeps talking about like Goblin Friday. The place I invited them to, if I'd have went up to that place it was a much better place to go eat some food at. You see what I'm saying? Like Fridays to me is like a quick little place to go to grab something, eat or whatever. I say let's go to Timbuktu. That was a crab cake spot.
D. Darrell, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Them crab cakes, like the place I was gonna take them to, like if I'd have treated all three of us out to that, I'd have spent over $200. And you know me, and I'm not trying to say like I'm balling like that or all that old shit. I ain't rich, I ain't none of that. But I could have just paid. I paid the bill and I walked out.
Yeah, so you like to have a good time, bro. You're a good guy, bro. Like you got a good vibe about you, bro. So I can't understand how somebody will be trying to, play you for some. You know what I mean? Something that you're not, man. And I don't want you to take that shit, personal, bro, because of the actions of somebody else. Don't take that shit. That's not a reflection on you, bro. You feel me? Everybody gets drunk. Some of these motherfuckers they do way worse than shit about getting drunk. You know what I mean?
My thing is, like I say, man, when I leave out, if I'm gonna go get something to eat, I'm gonna go get something to eat. And I say, let's go to a spot. Let's hit it up. Let's go. Get back or whatever. But like I say, my thing is, it's this whole narrative about me trying to eat off the man's plate. And all this old weird shit. Like I don't play those.
Oh, let me ask you this question. No, it goes something else that was kind of strange that I can't figure out. Why was you walking behind the man? What was you doing walking behind him? What was that about? They say you was walking behind them.
Well, I got up, right? I stood up. I said, I was looking at the camera. I saw Brooke was over there on her camera. I was trying to look over to see the camera. And I was like, and if y'all noticed, right after that, I just said, just turn the camera around. And that's when you see me sitting on the camera.
Okay. Well, you was trying to get in the camera?
I was trying to see what she was on camera. So I was like, let me see. And I said, then I thought about it. I was like, no, just turn the camera around.
Oh, okay. So another misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of misunderstandings. And like I say, but the thing about it is like when stuff like this happens, this YouTube, I understand how shit go.
Yeah.
Do what they want to do with it. And I hope everybody has fun with it while they having fun with it. Because to me, it ain't gonna affect my life. I can't. At all. It ain't gonna do nothing to my life.
At all.
And then what I try to do, and I did talk about it again. I tried to dispel some of it. Like I say, I could have been petty and tried to say this and that about these people or whatever else like that.
Well, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They wanted you to they wanted you to be like, yeah, I disrespected that nigga wife. That nigga's a sucker. Yada yada. That's what they wanted. So then in turn, they can say, yeah, that nigga's a weirdo. He was broke and dirty. So they can have their internet back and forth for the clicks and the views. That's all it's about, bro. But when you're a person who don't think on that level, you don't think on that level. So you're
Nah,
not looking for that. You know
Nah.
what I'm saying? But you're gonna always wind up in this when you fuck around with that. You did?
Yeah, I got you. You're 100% right on that, and that's a lesson learned. You see what I'm saying?
Always a
Point
lesson learned.
Yeah.
Always a lesson learned, and we keep pushing it. How was your birthday, brother?
Great.
Great. That's good to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's good to hear, man. Always
Right.
good to hear.
I got to go fishing. I got to do it. I got to do a lot of stuff this week. I got to go fishing. I got to go hang out with my boy. My boy's birthday is born the day after me. I got to hang out with him.
Okay, that's what's up.
We went fishing, hung out. We did our thing. I had a good birthday.
Right.
Great birthday.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. This is not even secondary to real life. You dig?
Nah.
This has no bearing on on your real life, bro.
They don't change nothing because, like I say, I'm sober today. I'm chilling. I'm not gonna get in the car right now. I'm talking to y'all.
Yeah, because like I was telling him, like I don't know, okay, you didn't have the only thing you had was cigars when you came. You had some very nice cigars, very expensive cigars that you treated me to, and we smoked, and you don't smoke nothing else, and we talked, gambling, building the cars, and life, and
like I said, you saw I got a couple $1,000, few $1,000 in cars. Remortgage those cars I showed.
Facts. That's my hobby. Shit. That's a and I tell you how they built tracks for that shit around here, man. So them guys can put them cars out there.
And my thing is, like I said, I wasn't, and one thing I wasn't trying to do was trying to turn this into
Brooke was live
me trying
earlier,
to, like you say, my mentality. I ain't trying to turn this into me fucking that man out. That was not my intent to do that. Anybody thinking that or whatever. Like I said,
see what I'm saying? Yeah, Kay, because he said Brooke, she did it live earlier, and she said that you didn't disrespect. She think you was a little tipsy, and everything is all good. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah.
I got no issues with those two people because, like I said, that woman came up to me. He came up to me. I ain't feel no.
But next time when brothers, for future reference, if a man offers you out and he says he wants to link up with you, leave your lady home. She's there, let be the man and just go talk to the man. You don't have to bring your woman with you all the time. You know what I mean?
Nah. Well, I can't speak on that part of it because, like I said, I don't know how they roll. Maybe I don't know. Like I say, but I'm glad, Brooke, because like I said, I haven't listened. Like I say, what I'm not going to do is I saw what happened or whatever. I was like that. I'm not going to sit around and listen to everybody's content.
Well, I mean, you and him was talking, so it's obviously he invited her. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like in future reference, when men, a man invites a man, if you don't ask to, you and you bring yourself. Or don't
try to do, like I said, the way everything got set up, and I think some of the tension might have started with Malik on their side because it didn't start with me or whatever, but they tried to troll it into some type of like me being some type of weird, like some type of gay dude or something. Like that. See, everything ain't got nothing to do with like if two men can sit down and talk.
Yeah, but
like
you gotta
like for me and you when I came up here to see y'all, right? When me and you broke away from sis. Man, you just talk as men. We bust it up. You see what I'm saying? We talk as men.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't get where that's some astonishing shit, bro. That's what niggas do.
Exactly.
Unless you running around talking to bitches all the time and you ain't no pimp, then what the fuck?
Right. And grown, and you know the one word, like I said, a lot of people don't know this about me, but
Propane Oak Lane.
Hey, Propane. I saw your title for your video. I didn't even watch, but I saw the buffalo wings and blue cheese. I saw the title. I didn't even come and watch, but I saw it.
He was trolling you. Propane was trolling you.
I didn't watch the video. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit around and watch all the negative press on you.
Nah, propane ain't like propane. Don't mean propane ain't malicious, man.
Propane funny as shit to me. I always watch Propane. Like I normally watch Propane. I said I'm not watching nothing this weekend. I'm not gonna sit around. Only person I dropped into their onto their channel yesterday was the lady Barry Curry.
I don't know who that is.
I dropped her channel yesterday and I apologize for what happened or whatever because I know that's over there in their sector. And I
Yeah,
made sure the word got to them. I was like, let's just leave it where it's at, and let's just, let's leave it where it's at. But I
yeah.
mean, everybody gonna still have their fun with it. Like, they have
Yeah,
fun with it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I just want to make sure you was good. You know what I'm saying? And
So, hey, bro, you know the one thing about me, man, and me, you've been talking for some years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always gonna be good, and you always gonna be good. You
yes,
see what I'm
sir.
saying? Like
Yes, sir.
we always good. Like no matter what nobody do, what nobody say, we still gonna stay. We still gonna we gonna go in the house. We gonna eat our dinner. We gonna go to sleep. We gonna wash our ass, and we gonna go back out inside the next day.
Facts, bro. I'm out here hauling trash right now, bro. I've been hauling trash this whole weekend, bro. I got some U-Haul trucks and shit, man. And I'm out here grinding and shit. Plus I'm helping. Plus
And
I'm
the bad part about
so
that is, I was
that's
gonna
why I
say,
wasn't been because bro, like man, if I wasn't because I could have linked up with you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
and you know what I did on my birthday last year, right? I was up there with y'all on my birthday last year. That was like,
exactly.
you see what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Oh, it was
So
the same time last year?
yes, it was the exact same time last year.
Damn.
I was exactly. You see what I'm saying? So maybe it was some type of a weird reunion that I was supposed. I should have just came up there and
Yeah, you
like I
should
did
have,
the
bro.
last time.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? If you'd have told me you was coming through, bro, like I would have been able to, tap in with you and we could have made a few things happen real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get down around here, bro. Like anytime like you want to holler at me, bro, you want to come to the city, just come on through, bro. If
I
I'm
know, but at the
moving
same time,
around,
though,
bro,
like I say, but at the same
I
time, we
my
sat down,
peoples, I got my peoples is you. I leave you with my peoples until I handle my business, and you will always be good, bro. Like,
and as you see right now, bro, like I ain't scared to go nowhere.
I know
I
that's a
don't.
fact.
I'm not scared to
That's
go
a
nowhere.
fact. But that you shouldn't be. What you do,
No.
I mean, if you got bad intentions, you got smoke. Then you should be having a problem going somewhere. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Men don't have those kind of fears and anxieties, bro. That
Nah.
these, you know what I mean? People have actually fears about meeting people, you know. Because I heard, that you might have deterred people from meeting people with your strange behavior. That's how they try to depict you, bro.
And you know something, they can run with whatever they want to run with. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what they're gonna do regardless. Like no matter what. Like yesterday when I was on this lady's channel yesterday, she tried to say something, but I said something about somebody not taking care of their kids, and I stopped her and I said I ain't talking about nobody. And then the girl said, no, that was Mikey and Pills that was arguing on that panel.
Wow.
They was trying to put words in my mouth that wasn't there. People trying to put a dip that wasn't there. But whatever happened, happened.
That's what happens though, because and once again, they caught you in a moment where you was, that you was drunk.
At the same time though, bro, but you know me, man. Like I said, like when I did, I was trying to go to a place where if you look it up, if anybody want all these doxing people that's out here or whatever else like that, look up Timbuktu compared to Fridays. I was trying to go to Timbuktu.
Okay.
All right. I wasn't trying to take that man to no slums or nothing like that.
Right.
Fridays ain't the slums, but Fridays is like.
No, Friday. I like Fridays.
Yeah, but it's a step above McDonald's. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't do McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just trying to say it's a step above McDonald's. It's not much further away than McDonald's as far as like food.
Okay.
Quality of food. Fridays don't have quality. I wanted some crab cakes. Because I will drive I told people yesterday. I drive 45 minutes. The same place I went to go get them crab cakes. They that good. Like when I came to Philly.
Yeah.
When I came home, all I know is grown man treated me good. And that man sitting on the road, he said, he got something for you to eat. He took me to the best cheesesteak spot in the city and gave me a cheesesteak and said, get on the road.
Absolutely.
That man treated me good up there.
You good nigga, man. You good dude, man. You strike me as a good dude, man. Like I'm not one of them niggas, man. Like I don't even have to like a nigga, but I'm not gonna disrespect them and all that shit like that. Like I just won't see them. I don't like.
Hey, bro, but let me tell you something. Though.
Everybody ain't on the same level, bro. And if you say you here, you can't allow a motherfucker that's there to jump up there where you say you at. Nah, I ain't gonna never let that happen.
Hey, can I speak to you like me and you on the phone?
We are on the phone. We are on the phone.
Okay, we're on the phone because right now I can't see the chat or nothing like that. Right now,
I got it. I see the chat. Propane said you got the juice now.
I want everybody that's listening to understand this. When Stephen jumped up on that panel, my phone started blowing up. Bro, man was like, get away from that. Just go get, you see what I'm saying? Like, you tried to pull me down. I was still intoxicated, but that man tried to save me from going through that shit. That shit that he did.
Yo, that clip right there, when I got that, and because I couldn't do nothing else, bro.
Right.
So that's why I didn't call you and keep bugging you, because I was busy. But somebody sent me that and say, yo, tap in there real quick, get your peoples. And I couldn't though. I said, yo, how far did that go? See, I didn't even go through all that. I just got that little piece. And that's what I be telling you, bro. When you certain things gonna open you up to a certain type of scrutiny, and anybody can say anything on here, bro, but you gotta give them a opportunity and a reason. All they need is a small opportunity and a reason, bro. You know me, like it's certain people that I won't even indulge with because I don't do it in real time. And the thing I always tell you, Kay, is you're the guy you are in real time is hard to translate on here on YouTube. You'll rub people the wrong way. You know what I mean? Because you're too authentic, you're too genuine. That's like this nigga got an agenda, because people who think like that have an agenda. Everybody on this motherfucker ain't solid individuals. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, that's what I found out the hard way. It's not fun. It's you find out. That's all it's about, is find it out. You ain't no bloodshed. You ain't getting nothing taken from you. Ain't nobody get hurt. That's one of the easiest lessons you can take when there's no monetary loss, no physical loss. It's just a way of knowing things. Yeah, like, you know, I don't do Shy Moody's at all, bro. I don't disrespect them, because I would hate for them to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep a man as a man. A male. We're not gonna, there's no lines to cross. You know, you are what you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna even allow myself to engage with a person like that, knowing their mental and emotional stability. Because if you're not 100% sure about your own self, especially your masculinity, you're emotionally confused if it ever comes to a conversation with a real man. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to become very, very disrespectful, because you're going to translate the things that were been said to you and the way you feel about yourself onto a man, knowing that he can't put his hands on you. And that's the only way you get away with it. But as a man, you should be tactful enough to know that this is not even a casual conversation I would engage in with this type of individual. Never in my life.
Right. I feel you on that.
You know, no disrespect, no respect, nothing. That's that's me, you know.
And like I said, I engaged in it. I went back and forward.
So you went back and forth?
Yeah, it was a back and forth. Yeah, it went on longer than it should have went on.
See, brother, let me tell you something, man.
It should have went on, period.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You ever you argue with your woman? You ever had words with your woman?
No, something. No, I can't win that.
All right, so me either. I can't win that. So imagine trying to argue with a person that's trying to be an extra woman.
Right.
That's even because they're gonna say things to you that a woman wouldn't even say, bro. And then we talking about on the internet where we're not physically present and able to speak to one another and look each other in the eyes, and I could catch your throat real quick. That's another element that's in play. And you got to understand all those things when you're engaging with certain individuals on here. You know what I mean? So to avoid all that, just don't.
Right.
Don't mention them so they don't mention you. You know what I mean? I always find that if I'm not bothering the individual, because I don't have a win on the internet because I'm not an internet fighter. But my emotions are too tight for me to allow you to throw me off my thing on the internet. But know for sure, you know what I mean? A man can always be touched. A man can always be touched. You know what I'm saying? So you let people play on the internet, but don't let them play with you.
Hey, I can't do nothing but respect that because, like I said, I shouldn't have been there. That's all I can say.
How in the world? How, Chad? How can you do that? Ain't no win there, bro. Ain't no win there.
Nah.
It's worse than a woman, bro. So yeah, you avoid that at all costs and shit. And you know, you gotta even avoid males who like to engage in arguments with women. Because you know why? With a man, they're gonna be disrespectful like a woman would be. They don't know how to talk to you.
Especially a man that wanted to be a woman and now want to be a celibate or whatever.
Yeah, you can in certain. You gotta think for I tell my young boys all the time, man. You gotta think for half the individuals out here as well as yourself. That's why you got to be extra point.
It's grown, but I put it like this: like when I'm driving my car, I drive for most of the cars on the road. I think ahead.
Same thing.
I drive the cars on the road. Like this nigga might do something stupid. Let me make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm doing.
I tell a motherfucker, if we get in the ring, if you don't throw no punch, you won't get hit. Soon as you throw a punch, you're gonna get the fuck hit. Now, how you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I initiating ain't a thing, man. That don't get you nowhere. The initiation, you know. I like to clean it up. I like cleaning up. Get rid of, building and destroy and build. You feel me?
And you know I can build like a motherfucker. See what I'm saying? Like I can destroy and I can put it back together. If I take it apart, I'm gonna put it back together.
Damn, who snitching now? Propane. A damn dose of two. That's some fucked up energy, Keeper. Those intertwined energies with a nigga confused like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, Keeper, I can't see the chat because I'm on the phone.
Man.
Tell Keeper though, I appreciate them letting me get on the panel the other day and take care of that dirty couch.
Oh.
Tell Keeper I appreciate that. I had a ball with them the other day.
She can hear you.
Me just being me that day. Just being me.
What you do, Kat?
They showed that dirty couch and they showed that bathroom door. You know me, I'm a contractor. You know me, I fix shit.
Oh, I
dragged everything in that dirty ass house.
Oh yeah, that's too low down for me to even discuss, brother. I can't get that low down no more, man. You know, so yeah, let's blow that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, we out of yeah, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because
I was just acknowledging.
I don't want nobody to delete themselves over something I may have said, bro. You know what I'm saying? Really, because you know, like I was told that, you know, a motherfucker said, man, that I came so hard at them that they were thinking about slitting their fucking wrists.
Damn.
And I'm not here for nobody don't do that to yourself because of me. Go to sleep. Right. Go to sleep, man.
Like right now, with all these people talking about me, and they think they got me down, they got me depressed, they got me feeling bad. No, y'all don't. It ain't even hurt me. Not heard it all.
Yeah, see,
Everybody
you
has
know
a
what?
moment. I can laugh at everybody.
You know, I don't think, because I think people are growner than that. I don't think they did nothing like that. Well, they don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep it 100. Nigga don't give a fuck whether they hurt your feelings or not. They got some content out of it. They got a free meal out of it. Nobody got hurt, you know, and move on.
And I think, bro, I just want to speak on the little dirty Sha Moody because I know he probably enjoying it. I'm not gonna mention the name. But at least I was able to pay the bill, and I was willing to pay a higher bill than what I paid when I got here. You dirty little bastard. But I'm gonna leave that right where I'm just gonna drop that.
Get them.
I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna leave that right
get
there.
Them. Get that. Yeah, like you know, like I don't know. This it's just a habit I got of just making people non-existent. I do that and shit in real life, man.
Hey, but sometimes, hey, bro,
why that man still have that picture of you in your underwear, legend? Too big, see, too big, too big. We can't get in. We will have to get into the psychological aspects of a man who not only has a man picture of his underwear, he has hundreds of pictures of men on YouTube in his phone, in his computer. Let's get to that. So let's not single me out. I just happen to have my underwear on. But shit, he got your picture too big. He got your picture too in a collage that, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what he do with yours. He might do with yours what they did with his. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go down there and fuck with niggas like that. Come on, too big. Come on, too big. Come on, bro. Let me say something, man. I've never, ever had a problem with walking around my house in my motherfucking drawers. I got a male child, son. He's a male. He's a boy. I ain't got no problem. And I don't understand why a nigga would think that that's something. Nigga, that says a lot about your motherfucking self, bro. Like, hey, I ain't got them kind of plexus, man. I ain't got them kind of plexus, bro. Yo, bro, I'm from the projects, man. You better ask somebody, nigga. I stand in the middle of the street with my dick out if I want to. I'm built. That's how I'm what they call the man. So we ain't got to play about no underwear picture, man. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't about nothing, bro. But your picture just sitting there too big. He probably blew it up. You know what I mean? You shit. Your name too big. You know what I mean? Any nigga in this sector who ever had a picture on there, believe it's in that nigga phone.
Hey, just imagine all the pictures they got of me from yesterday.
Absolutely. But see, like, yo, I took the motherfucker, nigga. The fuck you talking about? I got a whole lot of pictures and shit. You know, but yeah, that's kind of strange to me. But I can't understand the strange behaviors of other niggas. They ain't gonna get me nothing. You know what I mean? Right. Ain't gonna be nothing too big. You know?
Yeah, but hey, well, at least I provide a little bit of entertainment. If that's what they need, if they got it, they can have it for the next 100 years. They can do what they want to do.
Sure. Yeah.
That's all it was, man. Like I said, because when I came home that day, I think I was playing the panel. You know what I did? I went to sleep.
Plus, bro, you can't, like, you know, when you like, you know, you got, especially like for me, right? Like niggas be like half motherfuckers like 10, 20 years younger than me, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on now. Let's keep it for real. Let's be real about shit, man. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. Like, 100 niggas, 100 gorillas. These niggas on here couldn't beat 100 Chinese men. You know what I'm saying? These flabby, out of shape, titty having motherfucking niggas, man, couldn't beat their way out of a wet paper bag. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. Play with me. You know what I'm saying? They gonna play with me, man. I wouldn't go to war with these niggas, man. These niggas ain't in no physical fitness to go to war. So they minds is weak. Any nigga who can't discipline himself to stay in health, any nigga who's not disciplined enough to stay healthy, his mind's fucked up. He ain't got a healthy mind. You can't even discipline yourself to eat right. What kind of weak man shit is that?
Yeah, go out this motherfucking exercise and do some
Man,
work.
these niggas ain't got time to exercise. They be too busy putting up videos of other men. They be too busy trying to fucking run a storyline about a other man to be going out there getting some motherfucking work in on these motherfucking streets as far as a physical exercise or some shit. These niggas ain't doing none of that. That's why they got all these problems. Why you think they be having all these problems, bro?
Oh, a lot of problems a lot of people bring on themselves.
They bring it on yourself, and I'm telling you, like, most ailments you get is because your health is bad. Most physical, you don't all those fucking wrinkles you get in your face, that because you don't wash your face, you don't have exfoliate properly. You know what I'm saying? Your pores all clogged up because you don't cleanse your body properly. And you eat nasty, and that shit come out your pores. And you wonder why you stink like that because it's in your pores. That garbage you eating sitting on top of your bowels. You wonder why when you go to the fucking bathroom, you light the whole fucking house up, nigga, because you eat garbage, you spew garbage, you start to look like garbage. Yeah, nigga, real shit.
And we know some garbage looking motherfuckers out here.
Niggas walking around, yeah, too big. How a nigga walking around with hips as big as a motherfucking woman? And you got breasts. You a man walking around with breasts and hips like a woman, and you talking about a motherfucker 6'1.5", 187 pounds of pure diesel, nigga. These niggas be 5'7", over 200 pounds. Do you know what that looks like? And it's all in your motherfucking hips and your chest as a man. Do you know what that look like?
The shit emoji.
Oink, oink, Zeppeli, right, keeper? That's a hog. That's the epitome of a hog. When all you got to do is get up in the morning, maybe jog, eat some fruit, eat some vegetables, eat a tossed salad for lunch, work out a little bit. You're 9 to 5er, right? You got a 9 to 5, right? Do that and then shit. Come home, eat. Like these niggas ain't even got that kind of discipline. That's little boy shit. That's little boy shit.
Hey, grown, you know how I am, man. I do 9 to 5. I do side work and I take emergency calls. You see what I'm saying? I've been talking to you y'all know me. I get up at 1 o'clock in the morning. If it's about going to get that work and going to get some more money, I'm gonna go get it.
Bro, I don't even fuck with I don't even need no alarm clock. When I want to get up, I'm up. I don't even need no fucking alarm clock, man.
I ain't never had one.
I need an alarm clock. My shit is in tune. I'm in tune, bro. I'm in tune, man. I be trying to explain to motherfuckers, man, about how nature, the more natural you let shit become, man, and that's even yourself. Be your true and natural self, man. So that means sometimes I might have to wipe a motherfucker out of here because that's myself. That's me. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm going to be as calm as the motherfucking waters, man, because that's me. Right. And guess what? You know that's me here and there, off the internet and off and on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you know me, that's how I am.
And that's why I didn't want anybody to try to depict you in a manner that wasn't you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? I know they're going to make fun because that's what they do online. But let's not get too carried away where we try to embarrass this man and degrade this man and make him something that he's not, when in all actuality, it was content. you know, but don't take it too far. That's all I wanted to say, bro.
And see, the thing about that is, though, like from the little bit I can hear, they're not trying to take it too far. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody else had it in fun with like that. They still being respectful. I'm being respectful. Let's just leave it right where
Yeah. As it should be. Right. You know.
Right.
You know, but you know, I'm getting a lot of shit late, bro. I got a lot of it late, you know, and I talk to the source. I don't need to go, you know what I'm saying? I can go right to you and holler at you, and you can tell me what went down and shit. Because it's funny to me and shit. You know, it's funny to me because I never seen you drunk.
Right. Because I'm mad
then Speakeasy said you was taking your chicken wings and you was double dipping, and then Chad T said you was single dipping. And
right. But see, to me, I can laugh at that though.
Too Big said you was. Too Big said you was behind. You was walking behind the man.
Right. And Too Big, like I say, and Too Big is stand up dude. Like I say, it's certain dudes only like y'all got
Too Big, my nigga. That's my guy. You know, Too Big, my guy. That's my guy right there. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with Too Big. I fuck with Speak and I fuck because I heard Chad T all over the place. Chad T just always come up there like, let's get to the bottom of this shit. Let's get it. Speak on clown and shine everybody. Speak and clown anybody.
Yeah, that's what Speak do. If you open the door, if you leave the door open for it, Speak got you.
Exactly.
He got you.
Ain't nothing wrong because I know Speak ain't coming at me malicious and none of that shit.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. We know you. They don't know you over there.
Right.
They don't know you like that.
Speak to me and Propane. Propane have me laughing like shit. Propane that makes fun of anybody, everybody. Yeah,
that's how you know. Most Philly guys is funny guys, man, but they got a serious side to them. They don't, you know what I'm saying? But if you having fun, they all about that shit. But they'll snap that shit off in a minute. Believe me.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is like if a man know how to, if a man know where another man coming from, a man can understand what's being said. I did what like I say. I'm about to say something crazy. I'm going to do what I hear. I'm going to listen to what I hear, and I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to laugh at what I want to laugh at. If it's funny to me. It's funny like that double dip and all that shit. The wing on the man plate and all that shit. It's funny to me.
That shit laugh. Yeah, and you know what? Out there, like. Come on, man. That can't be true. Ain't nobody gonna let nobody do that to him and shit. So I was like, man, they just making content out of K.
My shit never touched that man plate. Trust me on that.
Yeah, man. That's all them good.
Like I said, only thing I saw was buffalo wings and blue cheese, and I don't know how he knows that I like blue cheese because most people a lot of people like ranch with their buffalo wings. I like blue cheese.
Hey, K, Too Big said you dig your big one.
Oh shit! Too big. Too big. Hey, Too big. God damn, I can't.
Yeah, definitely truth. Clowning and trying to assassinate somebody's character, that's two totally different things, bro. You know what I mean? Exactly. And I ain't want nobody to assassinate your character, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But you know something though? They can't assassinate something that's not there. My character is not there to be assassinated because my character is gonna be what it is anyway. You can make all the shots.
Yeah. But like this YouTube, it's gonna we wanna if it's gotta be another side, at least should be coming from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but calling me a weirdo, like I say, when you start getting into that, like I say, I'm a regular dude just like anybody else out here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you ain't nothing. Yeah, that's that's just the catchphrase these days. Oh, that nigga's a weirdo. Yeah, that shit don't carry weight like it used to. No, these words, especially being here on YouTube, because don't nobody call you no weirdo in real life.
They're not gonna say it to my face.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be, all right, I'm a weirdo then. Fuck it. What's a weirdo? What is that these days? They're some of the most intelligent people I know, the weirdos. Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
One damn thing, and me, you have plenty of conversations, and one damn thing, that neither one of us are no dumb men.
I Damn, it's far from
We
done.
understand. We understand each other. We understand. Like I say, we've been talking for years. Like I say, a lot of people don't realize like all the stuff that went on over the years or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I was like, damn, Kate, like, what you had a rapport with homeboy? You know, what, I was, yeah, that I couldn't.
I would say that like a lot of people probably thought I wasn't listening, but Ray Triggs did make a good point. He said, "But you know, grown man and me and mine, you didn't know those two people."
Right.
So he was right about that. Like I said, I listened to certain things. Like I say, certain things that I took some things into account, like the fact that Carrie Ann tried to buy me down because she said I was drunk or whatever, or something was wrong with me, and she just wanted me. She wanted me to be safe. I gotta respect Carrie Ann for that.
Yeah, she looking. Yeah, that's a lookout. That's a lookout.
And then when I got in this lady panel yesterday, this lady, it was somebody that was listening in the clouds on slander from the beef section. She said, all I kept hearing was people that seemed like they was concerned about the situation. All I heard over on your side was they was concerned. She said that was a good look for y'all over there, for real. And I appreciate all y'all that was trying to look out for me that day. You see what I'm saying? Like anybody, like even little Mikey. You see what I'm saying? Like even Mikey was just like, don't worry about it, man. Even Mikey. You see what I'm saying? So as a man, I'm gonna always respect I'm gonna give respect where I give respect.
Right.
And I got they try to respect me by just trying to say like, just get them. So funny, man.
See, speak play too much, man. Nah, he said Kay was playing footsies with Brooke under the table when Malik left. Speak crazy.
You a motherfucker, Speak.
So well, AK was Bull. Did you and Bull really have a Was he really angry? Was he upset about something though? What was that about?
See, now you put me in the hot seat.
Nah, I'm serious. Nah, bro. Like, why did it end so abruptly like that? You know what happened?
I guess because I said something to him he didn't like, and I don't know. Like I said, when I heard the playback, I was like, damn, I said that.
What you say, bro? Hey, what you say?
This how you.
Nah, never mind. Nah, you ain't gotta repeat it. Obviously, he felt some type of way about it. Oh, okay. So something did transpire that made everybody a little uncomfortable, which made the situation over.
It wasn't everybody. It was Malik felt uncomfortable about something I said.
Okay.
And then when they played it back to me on Slander Panel, I was like, oh shit, I said it because I didn't even remember saying it.
Damn, okay, so you were drunk. So you was drunk, okay.
At the same time, I don't need to be drinking. And you know me. You've known me for all these years.
Yeah.
I don't drink Curry Ann. I'm not a drunk.
And yeah, not at all. You're not a drunk because when we had, I said that when you came through, we didn't even ask, yo, do y'all serve drinks? We just asked what the food, and we ate. Right. And you was very respectful to my wife, like, yo, how you doing? Y'all spoke and then we sat down, we ate. You know what I'm saying? Then when we left, y'all maybe talked or whatever. Then me and you just was doing our thing. So that's why I was like, nah, Kate Kadori ain't disrespected by a woman.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like the fact that I'm gonna tell you something, okay? It's gonna hurt your feelings, all right? But the fact that I told you him last year, the fact that you already know how I go. See, everybody like grown man know I got a sense of humor. Hey, grown.
Yeah.
You know the fact that I didn't come up there on my birthday week and walk up to the Philadelphia Stadium and walk through the store with y'all. Y'all ain't winning Super Bowl this year. I won y'all the Super Bowl because I came into the Super Bowl and the Cowboys are supposed to win the Super Bowl. You know that. But yeah, I came to your city and I brought y'all a Super Bowl. I know it's gonna hurt your feelings, but I did bring y'all.
Hey, we appreciate it though, bro. We don't. You know what I mean? We ain't no haters on this end, especially when we up one.
Well, we up about 6, but keep counting.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
I had hurt your feelings on that one, man, because I did bring a Super Bowl championship home. Because man,
that's what's up, man. But you know, next time you ready to stretch out, bro. Yeah.
Hey, bro, there was a lot of stuff that me and you, all of us did that nobody saw that day. We walked through the Eagle store. We looked at the jersey.
I mean, why it wasn't for the camera? And then like I could have seen if we was doing something extra. Like boom, let's go down Delaware Ave. We're gonna jump on the boat and we're gonna ride around the city on the boat, or we was doing regular shit. That's regular shit. Like,
I had a good ass time.
Yeah, like I knew you because it's for you, it's different because you in it. But for me, bro, that's regular shit. We do that's what we do. Like, we don't be all man. Listen, niggas get a city a bad name, bro. But if you with the right motherfuckers when you come to the town, everything is love, everything is accommodating for you, man. And as long as you a good dude and you ain't on no weirdo type time, then you see how it went down with us.
Right, we had a good time.
We had a good time. And I like cigars and shit too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different levels to different. You know what I'm saying, bro? Everybody ain't. Some people are YouTubers.
Hey, bro, remember about a month or two ago, right?
Yeah.
We was on the phone. I was riding down the street, and I saw a nigga playing with a remote control car.
Yeah, you pulled over on him.
I pulled over. I just jumped out the car and said, "Hey, bro, that joint." Me and started talking about remote control cars.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I was like, let's. Me and you was on the phone. This wasn't content. Nobody saw that but me and you.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, everything's not for content. Like, right, and it's not for everything not for content. It's not, bro. No. It's not, bro. Like, it's so. Sometimes I'll be out, right, and I might be riding, and my wife, she might be driving and shit. I'm in the car. I say, yo, blah blah blah, settle it up real quick. I gotta move on. She be like, yo, that would have been some crazy content. Yeah, but I can't do that. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That it might be to them is content. To me, that's not no content. And then you got to understand the people that might be watching. You know what I mean? Bad as these motherfuckers want to get me arrested, fuck if I'm gonna be making everything content. Pills tried to fuck. What the fuck? Carrie, you be wilding, Carrie. You just, Carrie be like, yo, this is like that. He tried to fuck that man and thanked him and gave him a super chat. What? I gotta read that. Meanwhile, Pills tried to Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann be wilding. She said Pills tried to knock Bull wife off. And
I'm sorry. Okay.
And the Bull said thank you and sent them a super chat. That's wild right there. That's crazy.
God damn, Terry.
That's crazy. This
Carrie. Since Terry listening again, I want to make sure that I thank her for being concerned for me.
Oh,
I appreciate her for that.
That's crazy.
What you try to do.
That's not true.
That's what men do. Men. I respect what you tried to do the other day, Terry. And thank you, because everybody knows, like, right now, this is the norm for me. This is me on a normal day.
Carrie, you joking, right? You're not serious about that. That's crazy.
Carrie played your Kim.
Yeah, Carrie, that's a lot there. That's not
a lot.
She trolling. Oh, she be trolling. This might be mad as shit. Oh, okay. We're mad at you, girl. They gonna be mad at you for that. You don't want to be arguing with them people, Carrie. Don't do that.
Now Carrie can go blow for blow with anybody, and Carrie can go. They may not want to mess with Carrie for real. Carrie can go blow for blow.
Carrie gotta slow down sometimes. So she give him too much. You can't give him everything, Carrie. Don't give him everything.
You said I'm exaggerating. Now I just pulled up YouTube on my phone as I'm driving.
That was D7.
All right.
Talking. D7 had to talk you down, bro. Divine talk you down. See,
D7 went on for me. D7 went crazy on me.
See that, but she probably did. That's probably was her way of telling you, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they care about you, bro. They cared about you in that situation, bro. I don't see D7 coming to being disrespectful at Mikey. What's up, Mikey? She had to talk you down, Kay. You must.
I don't know. She went off on me. All I remember is I just heard a whole bunch of like British words going at me, and she started yelling at me. By the end of the show, I did calm back down. I respect all of y'all because, like I say, hey, girl, you know how I am. I'm gonna give respect where I see respect, and that's what I'm doing again.
Yeah, speak. Carrie is woo. Carrie is woo.
They respect me, and I did, I did go to sleep after that. D7 after she talked me down, I went to sleep because that situation was not going to upset me and make me go grab another drink. It didn't make me do that.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I went to sleep. I went to go see the fireworks. After that, somebody came and picked me up. I took my ride to go see the fireworks. I was in the passenger side. I went to go see the fireworks, and I enjoyed the rest of the day. It did not bother me.
I always say I'm a happy and drink, and I don't. I even get the motherfucking shot glass and just walk around. I don't know. I had that bottle. That bottle been here for maybe 3 months now, and I haven't touched it. I'd be like, I'm gonna save it for an occasion, you know.
Right.
But
and I'm gonna save mine for the next occasion. Like the last time you saw me drunk. When was the last time you saw me drunk?
I never saw you drunk.
Thank you for everybody that's listening, because I talk to this man on a regular basis.
I never saw you drunk. I never talked to you drunk. I don't know you for drinking.
Or smoking weed. I don't smoke.
I know you don't smoke because you watched me smoke when we was together and you didn't partake.
Exactly. So for all y'all that got some type of like I say, for all y'all that got this weird storyline about me being some type of belligerent drunk or whatever y'all want to call it, no, that's not me.
But yo, a first time drunk is the funniest, bro. Like bro, man, if you was around some funny people and they would have got drunk with you, y'all probably would have had a ball.
Right. I am a fun person. A few times I do drink in my life. I'm a fun person.
7-Eleven, I'll be there.
People that know me. When you don't know me, that's why I understand the situation.
He ain't gonna be dipping no wangs. Right. Keep it saying he ain't gonna be dipping no wangs. Right. Yeah, you dipping you. Okay, tell the truth, bro. One more time.
What's that?
Did you double dip it? You double dip. He got mad and said the party over.
Damn. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I ain't dipped nothing in nothing. Nothing got dipped in nothing, and I'm not gonna say pause. I'm not a pause dude. I ain't dipped nothing in nothing. Nothing got dipped.
Was a pause?
Like I said, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I said, order what you want. I got the check. I paid the bill. I walked out. I did try to wave it. I saw them get in their car. I tried to say, hey, because I didn't understand what had happened because I was still inebriated.
Okay.
I just tried to say, hey, what's up? And they pulled off. They went their way. I went my way.
Bro, I'm going to tell you, bro, like, that's why I tell a lot of guys, too, you better be careful who you bring your lady, or you can't be bringing your lady around all kinds of men's.
I never, but hold up, I'm going to tell you like this.
Bro, like,
I never, like,
bro.
So, hold up, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Let me dispel the rumors before any rumors get out there, okay? I never said, like, me and Brooke only said a couple of words to each other. Me and Brooke never spoke to each other on.
There was no reason. You didn't ask for her. You didn't ask to talk to her, so there was no reason. Right. But I'm saying, I'm just giving men a word of advice. Be careful, because it's obvious there's a lot of men don't know the game on these YouTube streets. They don't be knowing the game. So one of the rules is in the game, man, be careful. The men that you bring your wife and your daughters around. That's a rule.
See, but sis just dropped in the chat on me. I can see the chat a
Oh,
little bit, but I
boy.
come to a stoplight. They said that was when I dipped. Oh, sis, you know me, you gotta talk to mom, right?
When I dip you. No, M3, no. No, not when I dip, you dip. She wild for that one, Brody. Yeah.
Bro, what I'm trying to say is like even when Malik got up from the table to go to the bathroom, I didn't say one word to Brooke.
You didn't.
Not one word to her. Like, I'm not a disrespectful man, but sis,
you ain't make the Kador, you ain't make the googly eyes, did you?
No, I don't do that. I don't disrespect nobody. I would not disrespect nobody. But that wasn't good with us. When I get weak, I put my hand up on you.
Oh, no. Oh. Y'all is too much, man.
Just for that, I'm gonna send Mikey another cash out.
Woo.
Because Mikey going. Hey, Mikey, you got another cash out coming. Just dipped on me, man.
Oh, man. What the hell's going on? What the hell?
We normally, like I say right now, y'all paying attention. This how me and grown men be talking on the phone when y'all not around.
Yeah, man.
And this is 99% of our conversations. Like when y'all not around, me and this man just sit on the phone, we wild out, we joke. And this is family to me. They can joke with me. All y'all can joke with me. All y'all can make all the jokes about me that y'all want. It's all good.
Oh, okay, Kay. So I'm sitting here, right? And I'm looking, right?
Okay.
And you getting up, you telling the story?
What story?
I don't know. You telling the story, you standing up. And you stand, okay, I see you behind, bro. He's sitting down. And you behind him. And you telling the story. What are you talking about?
I don't even know. They gotta catch the audio.
Okay. All right. I gotta go look at it. I got it right here. I got it.
Right.
I'm gonna go look at it and shit. But yeah, bro, I know I don't give a fuck about it. I know you wasn't on no duo P time. I know you ain't on that type time, nigga. You ain't got, you know.
Hey, bro, man,
tell him I don't mind drinking with him. Mikey say he don't mind drinking with you. Mikey, what you drinking on?
That's why I wish we could have a link, because I want to talk to my man. I wanted to talk to Mikey for a couple of seconds.
Mikey.
I went back to grab him.
Mikey, I drink pure olive oil.
Hey, Mikey, I appreciate that, man. So, like I said, only time I'm going to look down at the chat is when I stop at the stoplight. I ain't able to be on the phone and have you too. I can't. I'm doing both, but I'm not going. The only time I'm going to look down is that. But that's what
E and J. Oh, Mikey say he like that E and J.
I can't.
E and J is brandy. That's a
but hey, Mike, if we sat down, we were talking. Like I say,
see, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. The cheap liquor gets you fucked up real fast.
I know, but what I'm trying to tell Mikey is that me and him sat down at the bar. I would say order what you want, and I got like if he got the check or I got the check. I know Mikey got some bucks in his pocket too. But if he say
Irk and jerk. Yo, they got all flavors of that stuff. Apple, E&J, peach, I think. Yeah, that's like the that's you know, the young boys be having bottles of E&J in their back pocket.
I was drinking Tito's that day when I
Tito, yeah. Lay off that Tito's, Kikador. That's you know what I mean? That ain't for you. It gets you drunk too fast.
Like I said, I don't drink a lot, but I get worried about that's a sugar that don't develop as much in your bloodstream as like regular drinks. Like it's gluten free. The gluten free drink.
Oh, okay. I don't
like
too many flavors. I like the regular.
That's why when I did drink it, I was like, because I do try to take. I'm trying to take better care of my health, and that stuff that was the best drink for me at the time. and it won't be a drink that I'm gonna have for a long time. You know me. You never seen me drunk over the last 6 years that you've known. Not one time.
Yeah, 90 degrees out and you drinking that goddamn E&J, you might pass out, bro.
You know, I can't do no E&J. But I have drank some.
Yeah, too big. That's that cheap shit, bro. That shit'll knock your ass out. That's why, you know what I mean? The good shit it hits you later. It's smooth and it hits you later. Jack, that Jack ain't no joke, bro. Bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Jack Daniels got me suspended when I was in the 10th grade, I think. That shit got me suspended. Yeah, I drunk some Jack Daniels and shit. Tried to go to basketball practice. I came in there with a pair of glasses on, had one fucking lens in there. I was drunk in the motherfucker. I drunk a cup of Jack Daniels and Coke soda. Nastiest shit I ever drunk, man.
Hey, but I remember the first time I had a drink, I drank some Southern Comfort.
Southern, that's another motherfucker there.
That joint had all of us sitting on the porch at Berry Farm singing. We was outside singing that night, man. I was like, what the fuck we just drank?
Man.
We was out there with all these girls. We was out there singing to the girls, man. Me and my boys, we was like, man, we gonna get some ass tonight. All of us, after we drank that shit, we was like, I'm going home. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, I can't. And you know another thing, I can't drink that brown liquor. I don't touch. I stay away from brown liquor. I don't even like how it smells.
When I was clubbing, though, that's all I drank was Remy, VSOP.
I can't fuck with nothing. Yeah, I don't nothing dark, that dark shit, dog. I don't do that dark shit either, man.
Yeah, that's cognac. I love that. Every so often I go grab me some 1738. Yeah. Every blue moon we was going to the clubs and stuff back in my 20s when I was in my 20s. Right before my daughter was born. After that, nah, I don't even have a drink.
On a drunk moment, I fall asleep with a bunch of pit bulls.
My daughter 29, independent, doing her own thing. Now I raised her. And I'm
1738. That's kind of yeah. I can't fuck with that. Yeah, that's that white boy drink. That's the white boys, Mike. Yeah, 1738.
Hey, that ain't nothing but some Remy VSOP refined. That's all it is. It's Remy. It's made by Remy Mott. Yeah. It's just a little bit more expensive. That's all. Now, if you want to, but I can't get to the
I used to like that Belvedere vodka. I used to like Belvedere. Yeah, okay. I love the Belvedere.
Me and my boy, we used to say, white make you down.
Nah. And no, I'm telling you, bro. If I drink, if I get drunk, then I already know I'm gonna start being, showing too much love. I show too much love when I'm drunk. I might buy the bar out when I get drunk and feed everything. You know what I mean? I don't get violent when I get drunk. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna make a joke about myself. See, there you go. I'm gonna make a joke about myself. I was drunk when I got there, and I was trying to buy the bar. So I was showing love. I know Speak gonna say something crazy about that shit.
Oh, see, I understand that that's how I be when I get drunk. I just show mad love and shit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be like, man, take that nigga home, man. He drunk. Because they know I love him, man. You know I love you, my nigga. You know I die for y'all niggas. You drunk shit, That's why I don't get drunk like that. Bacardi. You like that Bacardi propane?
When that joint came out, fuck them other niggas, I'm down with my niggas. I remember we was drunk, we was in the car, we was rocking like shit, like fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down with my niggas.
Oh yeah, see, I can't. Yeah, I got homies that get like that. They get the Rams, called the Rams and shit. They catch the Rams. Oh, nigga, yeah. I see a lot of bodies. I see a lot of niggas get murked drunk off that alcohol, man. Alcohol is no joke.
But as soon as we got to the club, we started seeing the ladies in the club. We was like, yeah, hey nigga, I'm gone. I'm gonna go over here and look at her. I'll see y'all later. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes you your male hormone gonna take over too, especially when you're young and you in your 20s.
Yeah.
Your hormone take over. Then you like, man, I'm drunk, but I see that girl over there in the bar.
Yeah,
I see that girl over there.
Yeah, Keeper. I'd rather be like that, and because the next day people don't be like, "Dang, you see what you did last night?"
Right.
You know.
Sometimes though, hey, bro, but sometimes though, that light don't be hitting right in the club, and you wake up the next morning, you like, what the fuck?
Oh, see now, I'm out of there before the night. I'm not staying that late. You mean?
I'm talking about the club like in that dark ass corner.
Yeah. You can, like, you know what else will get you drunk? Lights. Them lights will get you drunk too.
Yeah,
like
that shit all by design, man.
Yeah, it's all by design. Absolutely. That's why they pass out the drink. It don't be a lot of water going on. You gotta ask for water. You know what I mean?
You gotta beg for water.
Yeah, you gotta. I need some water. Yeah, because they'll flush you with the liquor.
Everybody, if you know anything about ice, it's only 10% water in ice. It looks big. It looks like a big piece of ice, but it's only about 10% of water in there. So if you get a drink with some ice and you still ain't getting no water in your body, you gotta ask for water, straight up water. Period. Because you get the next morning you wake up dehydrated. That shit dries you out. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still. I was just. I got a notification on my phone. P about to go live and shit.
He about to drag me too?
No. P got some shit up about. Let me see. Y'all might want to go over there, and I'll shut this on down. P's going live. Y'all know P the Panel Killer. P going live. I think he got something with. Oh, he got something with the boy and Triggs. The boy Malik and Triggs. He got them on his panel. I guess they got something to discuss. What's up with them?
I heard the only last time I saw something with Triggs did tell me that he said he gonna step to Malik on his own time or whatever. He said I got something for that. Whatever. I don't know.
Oh, Triggs got him and Triggs got smoke.
Yeah, smoke. Triggs got smoke with Malik for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, there's some smoke going on over there. So I'm about to hop over there. I'll see y'all in the chat.
I'm not trying to watch two men holler and scream at one another. Yeah. But I do fuck with P though. That's my man. So if you go, I might tap in over there, bro. I gotta make a run real quick though. So yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, Keeper, Mikey, me and Mines, my brother Hanlon Jones, Too Big for Skinny Jeans, Speak Easy. Yo, Chad T. Funny ass Chad T. Hey, K can do it. Chad T was holding you down though. Yeah, I mean.
Everybody made a joke, or like I say, everybody made a joke, and that's gonna still be making jokes.
Hey, Truth, I'm gonna put that together too, Truth. I appreciate you stopping through, bro. I appreciate y'all. And go ahead, Cake. Say your last words, bro.
Unadulterated, all of y'all, everybody in the chat, Keeper, Mikey, Too Big, you my nigga, like all y'all still make jokes about me having fun with this or whatever, but y'all see I'm back to my regular self. It ain't nothing changed.
That's what's up, bro. We appreciate you, bro.
And I appreciate the time for you. I appreciate it. I didn't know you was live. I was asleep when you went live.
Yeah. I appreciate you. I always appreciate you tapping in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold you down. You know what I'm saying? As long as we know. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, bro. You have a good one, man. And everybody, y'all have a good one, man. It's the legend out.